Hi everyone, and welcome to Purposeful Platforms. My name is Vandu and I'm back again with another word of encouragement. And today I just want to encourage those who are feeling discouraged, those who know they have a purpose on their lives, they have intended to do something, but there's a lot of criticism, there's a lot of negativity, there's a lot of people's opinions that are coming your way. I just want to encourage you that do not lose heart. That's what happens. When you're sitting and not doing anything, nobody will talk. Once you get up and start doing something or start walking in your purpose, people will begin to talk. And sometimes it hurts. I don't want to lie to you. It hurts. If you hear people's opinions about what you're doing, it hurts. But I want to tell you and I want to encourage you that let not the pain, the hurt, the discouragement cause us to quit or cause us to neglect what God has called us to do. I am encouraged by some people in the Bible, a few characters in the Bible, and I will share some of them today, or probably two. I will share two today, whom God had given purpose, and they faced challenges, but they quit. They remained focused. They were not distracted by people's opinions. And I want to encourage ourselves today. And I'm saying ourselves because I'm also included in the people who feel discouraged. We can be discouraged, but not only for a moment. Let's not be discouraged to the point of quitting. Let's not be discouraged to the point of abandoning purpose. Let's fulfill purpose. The people I'm going to talk about, they were criticized. They were belittled, but they fulfilled purpose at the end of it. And that's my encouragement for us today. Let us remain focused to fulfill the purpose of God upon our lives. The first example I'll use today is of Jesus. I'm sure many of us knows the statement that can anything good come out of Nazareth. Those words were said concerning Jesus by Nathanael. He said, can anything good come out of Nazareth? Nathanael did not know that there was a pure breed that was coming out of Nazareth in the name of Jesus. When Jesus came to Nathanael, he did not say, Nathanael, I heard you saying that can anything good come out of Nazareth? Here I am. No, he continued doing what God had called him to do. He continued walking in his purpose. And Nathanael, when his friend Philip said, come and see, he saw who Jesus was. He saw the good that had come out of Nazareth. Did Jesus not fulfill his purpose? He did. Although someone has said, can anything good come out of Nazareth? Yes, something good came out of Nazareth. Another example is David. David was sent by his father to follow Saul and his brothers who had gone into battle. When he got there, Goliath had rained his insults, and David heard this. And he was interested in knowing what's going on. And as he's asking the men who were in the battlefield, his brother heard him and he belittled him. He belittled him. Say, who have you left the little sheep of your father with? If you're like me, when I'm reading the Bible, when I'm reading the scriptures, I have this drama, this images that goes in my head. I actually have a little play that will be in my head. And I see that moment as a moment of belittling. That who did you leave the little sheep of your father with? It was like David was just worthy to mind the little sheep. But at this stage, David was more than this. And by this time, David was already anointed the new king of Israel. But in his brother's eyes, he was just good enough to mind the little sheep. David did not even spend the greater time of his trying to engage his brother, to try to convince his brother. He just asked, what wrong have I done to you? And he moved on. He continued with his inquiry. And We know by the end of that day, he had killed Goliath. Purpose fulfilled, mission accomplished. And that's what I want to encourage ourselves today, that let us be focused. People's opinions should not hold us back. People's opinions should not cause us to quit. Yes, it can be very painful to be belittled, but the one who has given us as the assignment, the one who has called us, is greater than people's opinions. If people's opinions matter, or our family's opinions, because in the case of David, when Samuel was sent to anoint him king, his father did not call him at all. He left him in the fields looking after the sheep. Because to his father, he was just a young boy, good to look after the sheep. He wasn't supposed to come. He wasn't meant to come to that feast. But God knew that there is David, a man after his own heart. Now he is anointed. Still the brother does not have it, that this guy, my young brother, is anointed king of Israel. He said, who have you left the little sheep of our father with? In other words, he was saying, go home. You're not good enough to be in the battle. They were in the battle, but they were in fear. They were in the battlefield, but they were in fear. They were not doing anything. David came. He fulfilled purpose. So the criticism, the belittling, whatever we may call it, the discouragement, can come from afar, the people that we don't even know. It can come from those within, our family members. And I can tell you that the pain, it pains to hear your family members criticizing you. But we have to remember the one who has given us purpose. We have to remember that we have a purpose. And the purpose that we have, we're not given the purpose by our families. Because if they're the ones who have given us purpose, we may feel like quitting, because one day they're saying, well done, the other day they're saying something else. So I just want to encourage you, as I encourage myself, that do not be discouraged by people's opinions. People's opinions concerning us do not really matter. What matters is what God says concerning you. If the breath of God is still in you, if He is still breathing in you, it is time for us to continue breathing what God is breathing within us. He breathes in and we breathe it out. And as we breathe it out, it touches lives. And before we know it, those who were criticizing us will also begin to be touched. It didn't take Nathaniel too long to realize the good that came out of Nazareth. Within a short period of time, Nathaniel was already experiencing the good of Nazareth. So let's not give up. Let those who are criticizing us now, those who are belittling and those who are discouraging us, let them get to a point that they will experience the good that is coming out of us. Thank you so much for tuning